I've got something special lined up for you today, fellow geeks. I'm visiting Super Nintendo World in Osaka. But to get to Super Nintendo World, you first have to get through the normal Universal Studios Japan. So let's get started. Let me show you what you can find here in Osaka on a very crowded Saturday. The Universal City Walk looks pretty similar to the one in Hollywood, except a lot smaller. And it's in Japan, so it's automatically cooler, right? There's so much merchandise here. Well, of course, it's a theme park. But the cool thing is that there are so many other franchises than what you're used to. Detective Conan, really big in Japan. Not something you're gonna see at Universal Studios in Hollywood, for example. But then again, I guess that Mario, Snoopy, and Hello Kitty is popular everywhere. Wicked seems to be wickedly popular in Japan too. People seem to be really fascinated with American culture here. There's American cars and American shows, yeah, and American theming in general. It's actually really expensive to go to Super Nintendo World, not the ticket itself. The entrance ticket is less than 10,000 yen, but you also need an express pass. I mean, in theory, you could go without an express pass, but you're most likely not gonna get into the park in that case. If you just want to go to Universal Studios Japan and not Super Nintendo World, yeah, then you can do that. But who wants to do that? But in all fairness, this is a Saturday, a busy Saturday, so I could have picked a better day. You can buy a wristband for 4,000 yen and collect coins and track your progress through the park, but yeah, I think I'm gonna skip that one. From what I understand, it's impossible to collect all the coins in one day anyway. I'm not that much of a completionist to try that. Not everyone is a fan of Mario, it seems. The first impression after you enter Super Nintendo World is that the theming is absolutely incredible. You enter through a warp pipe and then you're transported to the Mushroom Kingdom. And everything you see is just so well made. This is Mario. And then your second impression is that the theming is absolutely incredible still. And I think that's gonna be the third and fourth impression as well. But when we get to the fifth, then you realize that it's not all that big and everything has a really long waiting time. The waiting times is a little bit of an issue, but it's not too bad that it's not all that big. I mean, it's better to do something really well in a small area than to spread it out and not have it as impressive. Something you want to do is make sure you buy food and drink before you go into Super Nintendo World. It's a small area with lots of people, so the lines are pretty insane. And the ticket is also no entry, so you can't leave the area to buy something to drink elsewhere. All you gotta do is wait in line half an hour for a bottle of water. The Mario Kart ride was actually pretty nice. Not spectacular for a thrill seeker like me, but I'm happy I rode it. There are some other rides here, like the Minecart Madness, but that one has a waiting time of 150 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one. I ain't waiting 150 minutes for anything. This tunnel is where everyone is resting. It's air conditioned and out of the sun. It's gotta be a dream job to work here as Mario or Luigi during summer. Imagine all the crowds and being stuffed in those costumes when it's 40 degrees outside. Is it worth it to come here? Well, that's a bit of a difficult question to answer. It's crowded and expensive, and there's not really all that much to do if you want to ride attractions. But on the other hand, the theming is the best I've ever seen at any theme park in the entire world. And this is a unique experience that you can't really get anywhere else. So from that perspective, yeah, it's absolutely worth it. Well, this place is pretty bloody amazing, but it's not over yet. Let's have a look at the Harry Potter area as well. And here it is, the village of Hogsmeade, with Hogwarts looming over it in the background. I have to say that it looks pretty weird with snow on the roofs and icicles when it's 22 degrees outside, but I guess that it's magical. In my view, Harry Potter becomes a lot more fun to read if you replace every instance of the word wand with wang. It's quite a weird story then, with Harry talking about his 10-foot wangs and the flexibility of it and stuff like that. Everything looks really good here as well, so it's not just Super Nintendo World that has good theming. All in all, this is definitely a theme park. It's not so much about the attractions, it's more about the theming. And with that, I guess that this is the end of this little video all about Super Nintendo World. And I guess Harry Potter and Universal Studios Japan as well. I hope that you found it interesting. Like and subscribe, but most importantly, remember to stay geeky out there.